Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. We got Ryan here today, he's breaking it down. Just like we're breaking down the Cadillac. Because we finally have to drop the subframe out. Last time I said subframe snapped in half, I can actually get a picture of what broke. Which I think I did last time. That shouldn't be like that. I don't have my flashlight here. You can see where it was hitting though. So we already got the mufflers out. I put it on cinder blocks, so it's as safe as can be. That light smells like fire. It also looks like the sun on camera for some reason. But supposedly there's only 4 bolts that holds this on. There's one under there somewhere, and I think that one there. So hopefully this shouldn't be incredibly hard. I do know the exhaust pipe is in the way though. We're not sure what we're going to do about that. Because there's not really a connector for a while. So I'm not sure about that. But main goal right now is just getting this out. So hopefully that goes easy enough. What do you think, Ryan?
I don't think the car is worth fixing.
Ryan doesn't like the Cadillac for some reason. He's not a big Cadillac person. Oh well.
Typically when you see this badge here, run.
No. There's also water in the mufflers. I think it's from the last time it ran. Whatever. We're going to get that out, make some progress, and we'll be back hopefully when the subframe either drops out or Ryan dies. It is next weekend. Bits going on. Ryan's passed and Aiden is here now to help. He's sitting next to the warm lamp on the floor. The new subframe is in. And we spray painted it with some extra paint. Just because I'm nervous that it's going to rust again. And when it came here, there was already like little pieces of paint missing on it. Just like around seams, like there was a little bit of rust. Very light surface rust, but just to be sure, we spray painted the entire thing again. Over the seams, I put a lot around these seams. On the inside, it's completely full of spray paint. Everywhere that I've seen a problem on the old one, I've been like making sure to paint over on the new one. I love the way they delivered this. They just really cut everything. They could have undone that connector, but they just cut it instead. I don't know why. Same with this one. Brake line, or emergency cable, they just cut off completely. That's always cool. And underneath, I have the exhaust pipe hanging down. I took the bolts off to that side, which they're on the Lizard. The one in front, the one that went here, this came off fine. That was no problem to take off. The other one that goes here was also not a problem, but I don't know if I should use that again because it's kind of disintegrating. It surprisingly was not an issue to take out, but like the middle of the bolt's like half the size. See if we can focus. Oh my goodness, focus. Really does not want to focus on this. Whatever. The bolt's old. So now we're going to take the bolts off of that side. I already cut the brake lines just because I have new ones. And hopefully this should drop out. So I'll be back when that's done. It's a little while later. All the bolts are disconnected from the subframe. It's currently able to be moved. The exhaust pipe is here. It's probably going to get like pushed down out the way, maybe bent a bit. That's fine. I'm just underneath disconnecting what has to be disconnected, like this cable here that went to the air compressor. I'll save that because those are ridiculously expensive, even though I don't need it. Everything else I've just cut, essentially. Like there's a brake line here that I cut. There's some cables that I just severed because I can just undo this connector now, plug it into the new one. Not going to, but it's whatever. And you can now really see the difference between that strut tower and that strut tower, which is really cool. Now I think the only thing I have left to do is disconnect the parking brake and should be able to slide this out. So hopefully that goes fairly easy. It's a little while later. The subframe is completely out. You can really see now all the damage and all the rust. I don't think there was much left of this. The spring was actually about to shoot through on this side. That side's like kind of okay. There's an air compressor there too. Those are pretty valuable. I can't use it because I don't have the air shocks anymore, and I'm not gonna use them. But now the next step is essentially just ripping out all the parts off of this and trying to put them on that one. So the paint, I don't think the paint has dried yet on this, so probably gonna leave this overnight. Not gonna touch that. But I'm gonna have to try and get stuff like this off. That pretty much anything I can get off, I'm gonna have to pull off. I'm gonna need like the rotor and all that stuff. Gonna have to reuse the springs. Probably gonna spray paint a lot of this stuff to make it look better. Parking brake or emergency brake probably won't go back on. I gotta try and find these bushings. Where'd my screwdriver go? Because these are bushings. They're just not in the best of shape. But a lot of this too, like, I'm kind of surprised this didn't rust out more over here. Like, there's a lot. But for the next little bit, I'm probably just going to be stripping parts off and cleaning them up. So hopefully that goes along well, and I don't know, probably start putting them on next clip. So that'll be fun. It is a few weeks later. A bunch of my parts came in, which is good because they missed the delivery date. Currently working on subframe still. I don't remember what I showed in the last clip. I probably should have looked at that. But I'm ripping everything apart. I got the lower control arm off, upper control arm. There's a lot of things I can't replace, unfortunately. Like, I can't replace the bushings in these. I'd have to get a whole new control arm, which I couldn't find. I think I might have found one, but it was like $100. So I think I'm good on that. Couldn't find any of the bushings for those, which sucks because one of them got a little damaged. That's not a horrible issue though. I got new control arms, and where was the other thing? It was like a little aluminum. There it is. This. I got one of these too because these bushings are destroyed. A little sick. But what I'm working on this is this bushing. I just swapped this over. I honestly forgot I was making a video on this. So I was just working on that. I got that bushing replaced. I just put the new one in. Which I might have to push it in a little bit more. Yeah, it's not completely even. That's not that bad though. This was the old bushing. What was left of it. This is lopsided. It's kind of hard to see on video, but it's like bent. You can kind of see it there. It took some damage. And the casing for that is right here. It took a little bit of damage, I'd say. kind of amazed because this is fairly thick metal too, and it just wore straight through that. You see, that's not really a circle anymore. That's kind of a circle. No, it's more of an oval. Anyways, so I just replaced that, which was easier than I expected. A few bolts have been lost, mainly this one. That was coming out somewhat smooth up until it didn't. And I had to chisel that out. So that's fine. Some bolts should probably be replaced or cleaned up at least. It's funny because the worst bolts came out the easiest. Like all of these, you would never expect that to come out, but threads are all clean. Came out without issue. I got replacement bolts now as well. I don't think there's much new. I haven't made a crazy amount of progress besides for tearing this apart, which I'm going to keep doing. So I am going to start assembling this fairly soon as well. Oh well. I'll get back when I make any sort of progress, I guess. A little while later, I am getting some stuff back on. I got the upper control arm, the lower control arm, which was a huge pain in the ass for some reason. The bolts just didn't line up, so I had to use a hammer, but that's whatever. I got the new sway bar link. I don't remember what it's called. New shock is in. I put the bracket for the... I can't remember the name of it. There's a lot of different parts. I put this bracket here just for safekeeping for now. Really, the only part I have left to do is the spring, which I'm going to have to get like a spring compressor or something. Oh yeah, I don't think I said it before, but I had to take a little break because the spring broke. So I had to order some new springs. They're in the big box at the bottom there. And hopefully that works. I still have to get a way to get them on. Haven't even taken apart that side yet. That side's all done. It's coming along, just very slowly. But I'm happy with this work today. And I'm debating if I want to put that, like the wheel hub and stuff on. Because it's a little heavy, but would be nice to do. But the only problem is this table, any weight I kind of put here, like it's a balancing act already. So if I put that on, that thing weighs like 30 pounds. It's just going to go straight down to the ground. So I think I might wait up until I get more weight on that side. Yeah. Other than that, I've had to make a run to town just to get some hardware. Because some pieces looked like this, which they came out fine, but I wanted to replace it with something newer. That was for the control arm. I replaced that. See, I got new bolts over there too. Just because one of them I did have to cut to get out because it was bent from the accident. I got the new control arm with a new bolt as well. Not control. I don't remember what it's called. Might be controller, might not be. I don't know. Just a whole bunch of hardware to help me out. I got some for the side too, just as a like good idea. You can see though, like these are cooked. There's not much left of them. This side should be fine though, because that side was the one that had the accident, like everything broke. I don't know if I showed the or no, I did show it, the bushing. That was fun. Yeah, I don't know, I'm just chipping away at it. I'm guessing maybe next week if I can get everything all together, but I don't think I'm going to be able to have enough time this weekend to do it. Which does suck, but I am making progress. Because this side's almost completely together. It's just missing that piece over there. And this side should be a lot easier because I don't have to tear half it apart. I just have to be careful of the spring because that one was broke so it had no tension. This one though is still in working order, which might be a bit of a problem, but that's something for tomorrow / next week me to deal with. So I'm just going to keep chipping away at it, and wherever I get will be next clip, I guess. It's the next day, and I've been pretty busy. I got everything off the old subframe. It's completely stripped down. The only thing I really need is this electrical connector, just because they cut it off on this one. So that's fine. I got this entire piece off today. Got all apart. The spring on that one was also broken, which was fun. But now I just finished mounting this up, so this side is essentially done. I still gotta like put on brake lines and whatnot, but the heavy lifting there is done. I still have to put the rotor in on that side, but I didn't because the balancing issue. But now this side is too light, so now it teeters. So I'm gonna have to put that on. That'll balance it out, and then everything should be good. But I'm almost done working on it finally. So I think next weekend should be when everything's good to go, because really it's just that's all ready to get mounted on. It's just 2 bolts, and then essentially just brakes, tightening up everything, the little electrical connector there, and then I'm just gonna need help putting it on the car. And even that I can probably do myself. I just have to prop it up, because once I get it connected into those little guides there, or the wood blocks are kind of, then I can just jack it up and bolt it straight onto the other side of the car. And then I'll need someone to help me with bleeding brakes, but that's fine. So yeah, I'll pick this up next weekend when I get back. It is currently the next Friday. I've been getting hyped all week about working on this. Oh, that's a jack. Never mind. I've been hyped all week on working on this, and I've made some pretty big progress just this afternoon. I got off work early, and I just got home like around 5:30. I started working. It's about 8 o'clock now, I believe. Yeah, 8:05. I've been working as hard as I can. I got the rotor on, all that stuff on there. I tightened everything down. I got the little link, I don't know what you call this, but that's on. And I got this link, whatever you call that, on. That's all torqued down. I got this brake line connected up. I got that shock mounted properly. Just been doing a lot of work. Everything over here is good. Everything essentially but the springs. I even patched this wire over here because they went ballistic when they removed the subframe from the junk car that this came from. Like they just went insane. Like they spared nothing. Like every emergency brake cable is completely cut off. There and over there. So I'm just gonna probably angle grind right there and take that out. That'll be a tomorrow thing. I'm done for the day. But yeah, I got brake lines hooked up. Everything essentially but whatever's on the car is ready. So even under here, I think there's not a crazy amount for the car that I have to get ready. It's essentially just like these brake lines, like whatever. I think, yeah, it's just these 2 brake lines here. I have to get those off. And one of the electrical connectors over here. So that one, or the one that's hanging there. Or that one, actually. It's another connector. I don't know. One of those goes to, like, the wheel hubs, so that's what I actually have to connect. But other than that, it's just those two brake lines and that. Then everything else should be pretty good. That's an airline. I would love to know the history of this car, because everything just seems to be like, some things it looks like they removed with a gun, because like that's just completely blown off. Like, I'm not sure what happened to that. Camera won't focus, but whatever. Yeah, there's not a lot to do. My goal is to have this all done tomorrow. So it's Friday right now. Goal is to have this done, well, by the end of the weekend. So when I leave back for base on Sunday, I always leave at 6. I'm hoping to have this back on the car tomorrow, though. I'm hoping to be able to drive it tomorrow, which shouldn't be crazy hard. I just got to do the springs, really. That's the only thing I have left to do. Oh yeah, and the bushings. Can't forget my bushings here. Whatever. It's gonna work, I'm sure. I mean, anything's better than nothing, but whatever. That's more of a tomorrow problem. So I'll pick this back up tomorrow when I'm ready. It is the next day. Progress has been made. One spring is in. This entire side is done. It only took 8 hours to put that spring in. We're currently working on the second spring. Here's my bomb that I just finished making. We already had one mishap. Aiden's here with me. We had one little mishap. Here's what's left of the old ratchet straps. We found 3 of the 4 hooks. There's not much left of them, to be honest. We did find out the safe load rating on these was like, what was it, 1,000?
No, it was 500.
Oh, 500 pounds was the safe load. So that's fine. These new straps have a safe load of 1,667. So we should be doing a little bit better. I've never seen a coil spring explode in person. It's scary. It's really scary. Because we found one of these over by the Wizard's wheel there. So all we have to do is take these off, and hopefully it doesn't explode again.
Yeah.
And once that's on, all we have to do is pop it into here. And then let the straps go, and it should be all good. So hopefully we survive this, and can get all of this done. Okay, we survived putting the spring in. My phone died, though, so I'm kind of limited to the charger. So that's fun. Aiden's currently holding the 4 hockey pucks that are going to be my new bushings, because they discontinued the bushings in like 2009 or something. So I have to make do with what I can. Everything's all together. I looked over everything again. A little bit of carnage. Those straps I unfortunately had to sacrifice. I couldn't get them off, so I cut them off, which they were only like $30, and I'm tired of trying to save stuff. So next step is we have to get the subframe down onto the ground over there and try and get the 4 bolts in that hold it to the car. So hopefully all goes well. Hopefully my phone charges up a bit more and I can actually get the camera in there. But we're going to start doing that because it's currently, what, 11, like 25-ish?
It is 11:21.
11:21, okay. Yeah, we're going to get to work on this. Hopefully we'll be done tonight because I have to drive this back to Halifax tomorrow. So I'm going to get to work. It is the next day. The Jeep's tire is very flat after that horrible pothole. The subframe is completely on the car. We finished at 2 in the morning, but we got it fully on the car. Everything's bolted down. I just bled that brake but the brake line for that side broke off, unfortunately. So, broke off. You can kind of see where it goes into the hole there. So that's unfortunate. I'm going to try and repair that today. If not, I'll just put another vice grip on it. It's fine. But yeah, so right now I'm charging the car up. I'm going to put the mufflers back on it. Just while it's off the ground and whatnot, get that done. And then should be able to start it up, hopefully. And I should also be able to close the trunk now because there's power. So, exciting things. So I'm going to put the mufflers on and hopefully start it up, make sure everything actually works, and I'll be back. I just got the mufflers on, and it's ready for first start since February, I believe? Early February? Alright. I'm glad it starts. It's been so long. What do I got going on? Okay. Oh yeah, I can close my trunk. I forgot about that. What other codes I got? $3 degrees. I think some of these codes are coming from the fact that the car's on like a 30-degree angle. It's a little steep here. Because I'm sitting upright, like I'm looking here. Cool though, that's all good. Turn that off. I like that I can turn the display on and off if I want. It's cool. So yeah, try and scoot my way out. I'm kind of sad I don't have the covering that says North Star, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. Car's still nice. It's quiet too, which I like. It's on its warm-up loop, but ooh. It's pretty quiet out back here though, which is really nice. Well, I'm gonna let this run for a few minutes. I'm gonna open up the garage doors a bit. It's getting a little smoky in there. But I'm gonna let that run for a few minutes, and I think I'm gonna start getting it off the lift, clean out the trunk a little bit. I'm gonna get the wheels on and I think go for a test drive. I know I don't have that one brake, but I'd like to drive it to town, pick up the stuff I need, and just get that all that. That's a lot of smoke. Meh. I might shut it off because I think that might be oil. No. Whatever. I'm just gonna keep working on it and I'll be back whenever I'm back, I guess. At the site I haven't seen for a while. Garage is empty and the Cadillac is now outside. I took it on a little drive, just got a feel for it. It's pretty good. I also got a brake line and I'm just repairing that now. I just have to tighten up that fitting and then I can bleed the other side because I don't know why all the brake fittings are right there, but whatever. And then I think I just have to put some windshield washer fluid in, check the fluids, and then pretty much done. I think I might check the fuses too, just see if there's anything I can replace. I gotta empty out the trunk too. There's a lot of just random tools in the trunk. But yeah, I'm happy everything's actually holding up. I miss driving it. It's nice having a car again. I gotta take it to the car wash too. There's some garage dust. There's a little bit on there. But yeah, everything's going well so far, and I'll probably be back when the brake's done. Maybe go on a little drive. It is the next week. Still working on it. I did drive this to Halifax. Worked nice. This one on the driveway? Nope. Anyway, I'm currently switching the winter tires over to the summer tires. Got all the hubcaps there. 3 of 4 tires were on. This is the last one. As I was doing this, I noticed something's a little weird here. That's not connected to anything on either side. It's just there. I'm not exactly sure what part is missing, nor where it's supposed to go, because I don't really see anywhere to mount stuff to besides for like here, but I don't know if that's right or not. So I might join there's a little group on these cars. I might have to join that and ask some questions about what's missing and why. Because I don't know. The car drives normally, so I really don't know. I had to align the rear of it a bit. That tire was kicked in like this to the center of the car. But essentially just switching over the tires, just doing some touch-up things. I bought new headlights because this headlight barely works. That one, or this headlight doesn't work. That headlight barely does. I can't see at night, which sucks. Really not doing anything other than that, just touch-up stuff. Oh yeah, and I did figure out my radiator fans don't turn on. I ran the car a little bit. You can't see them because it's dark. But I ran the car a little bit. I checked the fuse. Fuse is not blown. Apparently, if you turn on the air conditioning in these cars, it's supposed to turn on the fans, but it didn't. So the temperature sensor is fine. The fuse is fine. So it's either the fans themselves, which I honestly wouldn't be surprised by, or the relays. So I'm going to mess around with that and see what's happening. And hopefully it's not that bad of a fix. I don't drive this car a crazy amount during the week in traffic. I essentially just get out of the city and drive on the highway, so not a crazy problem. But I would like to try and figure it out before something bad happens. And yeah, I'm gonna get my last tire on and probably just change the headlight and I'll be done for the day. Going to watch a movie with a friend, so just want to get this ready for right now. Yeah, I'll be back whenever I make more progress on whatever's missing there or whatever's not working right. It's the next day. I have not been able to figure out anything yet. My fans still don't work. Check the relays. Both of my test lights died, so no idea on that. I'm gonna buy a test light this week, so next weekend I'll be able to diagnose that issue. But I'm done on this video for here because I got the main thing I want to do, which was the subframe, and I'm about to head back to the city, so it's gonna be a decent drive. Back tires are aligned now, so it'll be a little nicer on the highway, and summer tires, so it might be a little quieter, but I'm happy. I like the car. So the fans aren't that much of an issue. I don't do much city driving anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.